Ugh, I'm about ready to keel over.
すみかさん、無事でよかったです。
もうね、二人がここからいなくなった時はこのまま置いてけぼりにされちゃうのかと思ってドキドキだったんだよ。
Yeah, well, forgive us for not thinking you'd be directly above us.
ずっとすぐ近くにいたんですね。
Yeah, came up with this whole plan to set a marker and everything, and that whole time you were looking right down at us. Well, at least it'll make for an amusing story. Seriously though, how did we not notice her if she was that close to us all along? Talk about not seeing the forest for the trees. Haha. Why didn't you call down to us though?
何度も呼んだもん。そっちが気づかなかったんだよ。
川の音でしょうか。
Yeah, guess you're right, Cosme. And here we thought you might already be dead in a ditch somewhere. But man, what a relief this is. I'm so glad that she's alive. Feels good to finally know that for sure. Felt really shitty earlier having to consider all the worst case scenarios, but being too afraid to talk about them out loud like that might jinx it or something. I don't ever want to go through that again.
すみかさん、ごめんなさい。私のせいで。
全然そんなことないよ。全部タケルちゃんが悪いんだよ。
Oh yeah?
そうなの。
I mean, I guess it kinda is. God damn it. Cosme and I have already had this conversation. Just let sleeping dogs lie, Sumika. There's no need to play the blame game here. Get a clue, dumbass. Trying to act like I'm the fuck up here. Ugh, whatever. Guess I'll let it slide this time.
それよりも早く帰らないとみんなが心配するね。
Oh, that reminds me, Sumika. Do you know what time it is?
12時半。貸し切りの時間終わっちゃってるね。
ちょうどみんなで集合する時間です。
そうだね。みんな心配するかな。
I'm gonna say yes. Wouldn't be surprised if Yuki and Maya send out a search party to look for us. And assuming they do... Come on, let's just walk down along the river. It's bound to lead us somewhere.
そうだね。
すみかさん、怪我はありませんか？
全然大丈夫。
She made a deal with the devil, you see. Every time she thwarts death, he takes the soul of an innocent person somewhere else on this earth.
はあ？
Nothing. Forgot to say anything. Come on, let's go. I want to get back before the weather gets worse. Let's just hope we don't get snowed in before then. Oh. Oh.
タケルちゃん、待って。
Oh, sorry.
タケルちゃん、急ぎすぎ。
I said I was sorry. Not even going all that fast, dude. Sure you guys aren't just being slowpokes.
タケルちゃんじゃないんだから体力続かないよ。
Yeah, of course you don't.
かすみちゃんもいるんだよ。
Yes, I'm aware. Nero was already trying to take it slow so that we could conserve our energy, but no. Apparently that's still too fast for them.
ねえねえ、これ以上進むのは無理だよ。危ないよ。
Yeah, you're probably right. But we can't just stop here, can we?
少し休もうよ。もう2時
Oh,
間も
goddamn.
歩いてるよ。
Have we really? Doesn't feel like we've made much progress at all, though.
雪が深かったですから。
Yeah, no kidding. I wouldn't be surprised if we haven't even made it very far from where we were.
かすみちゃんも限界だよ。正直私も。
Yes, which is why I said we were going to look for a place to take a rest. We can't just sit down and take a breather in the middle of this blizzard. That'd only drain even more of our remaining strength.
そう言ってもう1時間経つんだってば。
Oh yeah, I guess I did, didn't I? To be honest, I'm feeling pretty tired myself here. If I try to catch my breath now, I'm worried I might lose the will to go on. Once that happens, I don't think we'll have a chance of making it back to the inn. But even if I can still go a little longer, that doesn't change the fact that Sumika and Cosme need rest right now. I'm not about to leave them behind just to save myself. But where can we even take a rest around here? If I'd known the terrain was going to turn into this, I would have had us rest beneath that little overhang earlier. Wouldn't have done much to shield us from the cold, but we could at least gotten out of the snow for a little while. There haven't really been any good places to take shelter since. There aren't even really any trees down here anymore, which I originally thought was a good thing because it means we're getting closer to the base of the mountain. That doesn't help us much if we don't have the energy to make it the rest of the way. Okay, you guys wait here for a sec. I'm gonna go check across the river. The terrain over there is much more jagged, so maybe I can find a little nook for us to hide out in. I noticed as much way back at the beginning, but didn't even consider crossing the river until now. But no point in crying over spilled milk now. Just find a shallow patch to cross over.
待って、タケルちゃん待ってよ。
What is it?
そんなことしたらはぐれちゃうってば。
I'm not gonna let that happen, but I also can't ask you guys to cross the river with me until I know for sure. I mean, what if you slipped and got pulled downstream? It's really not a risk worth taking unless there ends up being good shelter over there.
ダメダメ、一緒に行くよ。
What about cost me then?
こんなところに置き去りにされるぐらいなら歩くよ。
That's not your decision to make. Now shut the hell up and stay put. Every damn time, I swear. This girl's gonna drive me insane. Can't you see I'm just trying to look out for you? Don't talk to me like I'm being a thoughtless asshole.
白金さん、
Trust me, I'll only be gone a little while, okay? Can you hang in there for me?
スミカさんも怖いんですよ。すごく
Oh.
怖いんですよ。
Yes, I realize that.
スミカさんだって優しい言葉が欲しいんです。でもそれはわがままだって分かってて、だからスミカさんなりに
Oh,
周りのこといっぱい考えて
my heart.
白金いっぱいの気持ちをそうやって置き換えて。
Cost me. I see. Yeah, you're right. That was dickish of me. I just sort of assumed that Sumika would understand where I'm coming from. But I never made an effort to make sure she did. I didn't even think about where she was coming from. If I had, maybe we wouldn't be dealing with this right now. I was just so frustrated that she didn't get it, and I lashed out at her in the heat of the moment. I really don't think it's a good idea right now.
一緒にいたいです。
Alright. Okay, Sumika, we'll cross together. I'm gonna go first, so holler at me if something happens, okay? I'd like to help you both cross, but I don't know if I have the energy for that anymore. Sorry. I know you guys are struggling too, but let's just try to power through, okay? I know you guys can do it.
分かった。
Alright. These rocks are very slippery, so watch your step.
かすみちゃん、ゆっくりでいいからね。
はい。
There you go. Just like that. Baby steps.
かすみちゃん、もう少しだよ。
Make sure you're watching your step too, Sumika.
大丈夫。
Sumika!
スミカさん、
Cosme! Cosme! Sumika! Phew. Okay, we can rest in here.
冷たいよ。
How you doing, Cosme?
冷たいです。
さすがに寒いね。
Okay, you two. Not to be weird or anything, but you've got to take off those clothes. Chop chop.
え？
We don't have time to argue about this. Take off everything that's wet right now.
でも
Look, the longer you keep them on, the deeper the water is going to seep into the parts that didn't get wet. And once that happens, you're totally screwed. I just wanted them to strip as soon as they got out of the water, but that would have been pushing it. And thankfully, I noticed this cave out of the corner of my eye. But we can't put it off any longer. How you doing, Sumika? Did your underwear get wet?
ダメ。胸から上はいいんだけど、お腹が濡れちゃった。
Yeah, doesn't really matter how waterproof your outerwear is when you fall on your ass into a river. Luckily, it was only about a foot deep, but that still means her entire lower body got submerged. How's your coat? Still pretty wet? I know she's trying to pat it dry after she got back up to her feet.
ちょっとだけ裾のところが濡れてるけど。
Right, which I guess makes sense given the way you fell in. Okay then, take off your underwear and your ski pants, and your boots too, of course.
え？
Listen, I just don't want you to get frostbite, alright? People die from shit like this, you know? Now please just trust me on this and do as I say.
わかったよ。
God, good. Now are your clothes, Kasumi. She took a pretty spectacular tumble too. Ended up looking like she was trying to do the backstroke.
背中が濡れています。
From head to foot?
はい。あと
What about your pants?
太ももと膝のところが。
Yeah, you definitely can't stay in those. Okay, just take everything off then. Give me your coat and I'll check the back for you. Something's not completely soaked through, might still be able to use it. Listen guys, I know it's probably going to be pretty uncomfortable at first with your clothes off, but we're going to use every piece of clothing we can salvage to warm you right back up, okay?
たけるちゃん、
And of course, I'll take mine off too so we can share them.
それはダメだよ。
そうです。
It's fine. We've all got to make concessions if we're gonna make it out of here alive. Now, please just do as I say. Okay, guys, now sit down right here next to me.
はい。
Don't worry, my eyes are completely closed. See the clothes laid out on the ground around me? Sit on those. Notice there's a few wet items mixed in there too, but it's still better than sitting on the cold, hard ground. Now, come on, hurry up. Sumika, you put on your coat and then drape Kasumi's coat over your legs. Just be aware that the back of hers is still pretty wet. Kasumi, you wear my coat. I don't know how far down your legs that'll go, though.
半分ぐらいです。
I see.
私のこれ貸すよ。
大丈夫です。それはスミカさんが使っ
If you need something for your legs, Kasumi, just grab my pants off the floor and put them on. And me and Sumika can just huddle together.
はい。
Alright, can open my eyes now. Everyone okay with that?
あ、いいよ。かすみちゃんは？
はい。
So, you guys doing okay? Not too cold? Okay, stupid question, but can you bear with it at least?
大丈夫だよ。さっきなんかより全然暖かいよ。
はい。暖かいです。
Yeah? Good. I'm glad.
でも、たけるちゃんは大丈夫なの？みんなだけじゃん。
I'll manage. Get my back up against the wall, and you guys are providing a surprising amount of heat. Sure, that doesn't help my lower body too much, but honestly, I'm less worried about the cold down there than I am about the fact that it looks like I'm wearing tights.
ありがとう、たけるちゃん。
Huh?
それから、ごめん。
Don't worry about it. Trying to cross the river was a pretty stupid idea on my part.
でも、私のせいで、かすみちゃんまで。
違います。スミカさんが足を踏み外したとき。
でも、
Can we not do this, please? Literally nothing good will come of it. Besides, if you want to get technical, I'm the one who dragged everyone up to the summit in the first place.
それはもう終わったことだよ。
And so is the fact that you fell into the river. What's done is done. Let's just move on and try to think about our next move, okay?
はい。
うん。
Man, sure doesn't look like this storm's gonna let up anytime soon. But even if it does, we'll still be in a pretty shitty spot. Not like our wet clothes are gonna dry out anytime soon, after all. All we can do for now is try to stay calm and wait for the weather to clear up. Once it does, I guess I'll have to go down the mountain and get help. It's probably our best option. The question is, just how far of a walk is it back to the lodge? We walked for 2 hours and still haven't made it down the mountain. What does that tell us? I guess if you take our slow pace into account, it's probably closer to 1 hour's worth of walking, but still. Pretty sure it shouldn't take more than an hour to walk down to the base of the mountain, even if you're going all the way down from the summit. I guess that probably means the river doesn't go directly down to the mountain like the ski runs. Might slowly be making our way to the base, sure, but it'll probably bottom out on a completely different side of the mountain than the lodge. Though I do recall a little river running past the inn we're staying at. Maybe if we follow it far enough, it'll take us back there. That's probably a bit too optimistic. Lots of mountains and rivers around here, after all.
たけるちゃん、
What's up?
なんか面白い話ない？
Pardon?
いや、場を和まそうと思っていろいろ考えたんだけど、思いつかなくて。
Oh, please. Your entire life has been like a comedy of errors. I'd have a harder time coming up with stories about you that aren't hilarious.
なんでさ。
Wow, you really have no self-awareness, do you? You probably think everyone's as much of a klutz as you, huh?
たけるちゃん、ひどいよ。
Oh, fine. It's funny stories you want, then funny stories you shall receive. Listen to this one, Kasumi.
はい。
Now, this is a very famous folktale, okay? So once upon a time, there was a dog.
犬ですか？
Scholars aren't really sure what his name was, though. Spot, Rover, Fido, no one really knows. But the point is, he was a really fun dog.
はい。
Anyway, the thing that was really special about him was that he had knees that could bend both ways.
はい。
And there you have it. Quite the fun knee story, isn't it?
はい。
That was the punchline.
そうですか。
Yep, wasn't it funny?
いえ、尻尾は白かったと白が
No, you're not getting it. It had knees that could do fun things. Fun knees. It's a fun knee story.
それは理解しています。その犬は尻尾が白かったんですよ
Yes,
ね。
I get it. Help me out here, Sumika.
ダジャレが通じないのは寒いよね。こんな時にシャレにならないからやめてくれる？
Seriously, you're the one who asked.
あとかすみちゃん、 あらかじめ教えておくね。
はい。
たけるちゃんが恐怖の味噌汁とか悪の十字架とか悪魔の人形とか呪いの三輪車とか猫の魂とか言い出したら注意してね。
I'm trying to think of it. I know the one about the pterodactyl going to the bathroom. I know that joke. Why the son didn't have to go to college? Or how much pirates pay for corn? I don't know either of those, but yeah, no, I know why why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? That one's a classic, alright? How dare you, Sumika?
はい。
寒くて凍えちゃうから聞いちゃダメだよ。
Fuck you, the pterodactyl one is a classic.
わかりました。寒いのは困ります。
だよね。
Why you? Alright, fine. How about I tell some funny stories about you then? Wait till you hear this one, Cosme. One time back in elementary school.
ちょっと。
Oh, I think that's about all of the Sumika epic fails I can think of off the top of my head.
たけるちゃん、よく覚えてるね。そんなにたくさんくだらないこと。
Of course I remember. Been putting up with your crap for how many years now? I could write a whole sitcom based on all the stupid things you've done.
寒い。
Ah, come on, you know I'm just joking around.
違うよ。今のは本当に寒いなって話だよ。
Oh, gotcha. My bad. What about you, Cosme? You pretty cold too, or are you hanging in there?
大丈夫です。
You're shivering though. Want me to help warm you up?
いえ、私よりスミカさんの方を。
Hmm?
私は大丈夫だよ。
So you're both cold, huh? Well, I've got 2 arms to spare. Scooch in a little closer, I'll try to warm you up. Hmm?
バカ、手が冷たいよ。
Oh, my bad.
それにどこ触ってんのさ、たける。
Huh?
そこは腰だよ。
Wait, really? Sorry, I was just trying to scratch your back. Guess I misjudged how far down it was.
まったくもう。
Calm down, dude. It's not like I grabbed your ass or something. Don't have to treat me like a molester.
なんでさ。
Because all I did was accidentally touch your waist? Are you dumb?
なんだよ、もう。
でも白金さんも寒いのでは。すごく手が冷たいです。
Yeah, yours is super warm. Like a little personal hand warmer.
私もやるよ。
No, dude, it's fine.
やるったらやる。やらせろ。
Alright, jeez, quit yelling in my ear. God.
たけるちゃんの手は大きいね。
Yo, why is yours so cold?
大丈夫、大丈夫。そのうちあったかくなるよ。
Yo, I honestly can't say I expected this turn of events. With how, upbeat and Altered Fable's been thus far, like, all of a sudden now we're stranded on a fucking mountainside, like,
ウルターメン
just struggling to stay alive. Can't say I expected this turn of events. I assume, like, a similar thing would happen regardless of who you went with. I can only assume. But, yeah, no, definitely wasn't expecting this. This is a lot more of a serious event than I was anticipating. And powered ends with D. So, man, are there even any words left that start with D?
ねえ、たけるちゃん。
What?
しりとり飽きた。
Same, but what else is there to do? It's been 3 hours now. And the whole time we've just been sitting here huddling together for warmth. Which has allowed us to withstand the cold, mostly, but man is it boring. Doesn't really feel like our lives are in danger anymore, but I know that's just this brief respite giving us a false sense of security. To be honest, I don't really even have the strength to tap into my fight or flight response anymore.
眠いね。
You don't want to fall asleep right now. That's like the cardinal rule when you're stranded in the snow. If you fall asleep, you don't wake up. Even little kids know that. Not sure if that still applies when you're huddled together in a cave like this, but let's not find out.
ねえ、かすみちゃん。今度は何する？
Cosme, don't fall asleep. You gotta ride it out with us.
かすみちゃん？ねえ、たけるちゃん。かすみちゃんの様子がおかしいよ。
Hey, Cosme, what's wrong?
かすみちゃん？
Cosme, wake up. Ah, crap, she's got a fever. When did she come down with that? Probably around when we first decided to huddle together. Her hand was eerily warm after all. Gotta get her to a doctor ASAP.
どうしよう。
I'm gonna go get help.
だってこの吹雪で。
We don't have the luxury of sitting around anymore. Gotta seek medical attention and fast. You stay here with her.
でも
Sorry, I'll be back as soon as I can. Just be sure to keep her warm in the meantime.
どうするの？
I'm gonna borrow Cosme's coat from you, and you'll just have to go bare-legged. He'll be a little small on me, but it's better than nothing. And I'll take back my ski pants, too.
遭難しちゃうよ。
I'm just gonna keep following the river. We already walked quite a ways along it, so we can't be that far from civilization.
でも
I'll send help, don't worry. Not gonna leave you guys out here to die, after all. So just try and hold out a little longer. Look after Cosme while I'm gone.
たけるちゃん。
I'm counting on you, okay? Hell yeah. Great, thanks.
たけるちゃん気をつけてね。たけるちゃん。何？今の声何？嘘でしょ？何これ何これ？かすみちゃん。
Oh. Oh. Shit. I am not about to let myself die on this disaster of a vacation. It's fucked up that I even have to make a point of saying that. The trip started out as a plain old good time with friends, and that's how it's gonna end, damn it. These life or death situations aren't my style. I'm gonna get us all home safe if it's the last thing I do. Enough of the fucking snow already!
かすみちゃんは私が守るんだから。雪女なんか怖くないよ。この奥ってどこまで続いてるんだろう。
What the hell, man? Is it like the same cave that I know in Extra, Maya ends up leading Takeru into a cave? It's like something where they like admire the stalactites and whatnot. There's like a little fucking spring in there, I believe. It's something like that. Is that like the cave they're connected to? Why? They have to end up like this. It's a dead end. There's no way I can scale this cliff. I'm not ready to give up yet. I can't give up yet. I guess reality's a bitch sometimes. Sumika. Cosme. Ouch!
なんだお前か
Hey, it's you! Ow. What the hell was that about?